Hey, welcome to Revive DIY and Upcycle Designs by Sue. My name is Susan. I'm so glad you're here joining me in my craft room today. I cannot wait to share a fun project idea with you guys with our monthly club subscription. All right, I'm just making sure I've got everything I need. I still haven't figured out how to share it with my VIP group until after I've done it, but I will take the time sometime soon and do that. But I want to share one of our Chalk Couture transfers with you today. This is our monthly subscription club that it comes with a B-size transfer. You get 3 coordinating paste packets, and it comes to you once a month, right to your mailbox. You don't even have to think about it. And I always try to showcase this on Saturdays. So I'm excited to share a new idea with you, to give you different ideas on how can I use that club, Susan. If I subscribe to it, what else can I do with it? So with this, when you subscribe to my club, sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. When you subscribe to my club, you will get this B-size transfer. It's always different every month. It's exclusive for just that 1 month. Starts on the 1st, ends on the last day of the month. And it is only exclusive to club members and designers. So it will automatically be shipped to you once you've subscribed. It sends out usually right around the 9th of the month, depending on what day of the week that is. And you will get a B-size transfer, which is basically just means 8.5 by 11 size, if that helps you. And it's different every month. So this month, I've already done one project with it. I did it on, did I do it Monday or did I do it Tuesday? I think I did it Tuesday. And for actually it was $19.99. It's $21.99 a month. Sorry, I forgot that just changed in August. You will get the transfer, 3 coordinating paste packets. And if you're just brand new signing up to the club that first time, you will get a mini squeegee along with it as well. So here's what a mini squeegee looks like. And this is just the tool that you need to be able to apply your chalk paste. So this month, the transfer is called Home Sweet Home. And of course, this is a protective sleeve that all transfers come in. It also has instructions on the back to tell you how to care and use them. But this is the August transfer. Isn't it awesome? I love it. I did that one project with it on Tuesday. Just one paste palette, just one packet. It didn't even take a whole packet, but one color choice on that surface, and I think it turned out great. Today we're going to do something a little bit more involved, a little more fun. I think it's going to be cute, and I'm going to need your help, so hang tight. But for $21.99 a month, no shipping fee. It comes right to you automatically every month, and you'll get, like I said, this 3 coordinating paste packets. These are single paste packets, and you can get more than one project out of these, you guys. It says it's 0.19 full ounces. But you can get more than one project out of it, and I do show in my VIP group how to save the remaining paste in the packets. This month, the colors are, I want to make sure I tell you right, Ocean Mist, Shimmer Rose Gold, and Shimmer Moonlight. The Shimmer Moonlight is a brand new paste color that we just came out with this past month in July, the middle of July. It was brand new. I don't even have one to show you guys. I don't even have that color yet. But I'll show you what Ocean Mist looks like. This is Ocean Mist. It's a really pretty light bluish gray. And then Shimmer Rose Gold. Yes, that's our Shimmer Rose Gold. Isn't that beautiful? So you get those 2, plus you get the Shimmer Moonlight. So it's basically a blue shimmer with gold flecks. I have a blue shimmer with silver specks, but I don't have the new one. That was an older one that is coming with this particular transfer this month. And they change it every month. They decide the design, and then they decide which paste palettes would kind of coordinate with them. I have seen next month's design, and I will tell you it is a fall themed design, so I'm assuming you'll get some fall colors with that. We don't even know the paste palette colors until like the 1st of the month. So we get to see a sneak peek of the transfer, but we don't necessarily know exactly what colors are being sent with it. So you get that free shipping. You'll also get video and written instructions in your email. And they will always show you an idea on how to create with this project. So even if you're first time and you've never done anything, you have a guide. You always have my videos you can come back and check out, or you can catch me live. Hello, Miss Cynthia. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're having a great day. But you know, if you need those written out instructions, there you'll get those in an email as well. Okay, so that's the monthly club, and I would love to have you join me. So it's a great way to try out Chalk Couture products, kind of build up an inventory of transfers, some chalk paste, get your little squeegee so you always have that, and then just kind of go with it. And you can either make it just for yourself, you can make it for gifts, you can make it to sell. If you're a hobbyist, it's great to get started with this because these are not transfers that are out there for everywhere. So it's something that you can make some really cool and unique products. And if you're in my VIP group, which to do that, all you have to do is click on the link in my About section, or just send me a text, or not a text, a comment that says VIP. I'll be glad to get you joined. I do also show other ideas besides the ones I showcase on here. So I'll usually show you maybe something from Chalk Central, or I'll show you something I've designed, but I don't show you other designers' ideas. I can do that within my VIP group, just to kind of give you some ideas if you want to know how else can I use it. But I do try to cover a lot of bases to give you ideas of the best ways to use it. But you'll get it in a, it comes in a hard cardboard envelope, and then this is the sleeve. But that's always a fun and exciting thing to open up your mailbox and see that in there every month. So this is the August one. We are going to do a project with it today on this surface. I have had this surface for a little while. I will tell you, I will be happy to tell you where I got it from. It is from the Dollar Tree Plus section. And I just thought when I saw it, I love like paisleys and scrolls and parentheses shapes anyway. And I just thought, wouldn't that make a cool sign? Already comes with this, so you don't even have to change it. So this is what we're going to use today. Now I kept it on that neutral wood background for that project, and I think it looks fabulous, but today we're going to paint. So we're going to make it a little bit different. And then, do you see what else I have on here? And you guys, I need your help because I have not picked out a color yet. And I don't want to just stick with black and white. So you know I'm going to have a little pop of color, and I'm not sure exactly which one I'm going to use. But do you see what I have here? This is foam. This is my little stash of foam. So I need to pick a color. And we are actually going to do, I'm trying to pick one of every color so that I have a variety to choose from. And I even have pieces that have been used before. I don't need a big piece. So it's going to be perfect. I don't even remember what we use this for, but we have them. So I am going to pick one of every color that I have, and I need your help, friends. Need your help picking out which colors we're going to use today because I have not decided. So those are the colors of foam that I have to choose from. All these wonderful colors that I have to figure out what I want to do. Which color? And I think what I've decided, try to make my little kind of fan here, but those are all my color choices. So I'm going to need your help. If you'll let me know in comments what color you think I should use once you find out what I'm going to do with this. So, see all those colors? Those are all the colors I have. So, let's get those out of the way. So what we're going to do is we are going to paint this. I think I'm just going to paint it ash gray. This is a gray that I have on hand. It's a chalk paint. And I just want this to kind of be like a, you know, I don't want it this natural wood color, but I think this would be kind of a good neutral color. And obviously it would be a farmhousey color, but it would be a good neutral color. So I'm going to paint this the gray. And then we are going to put our transfer, we're going to chalk our transfer on here. So I need to figure out what colors these are going to be. But this little house, we are going to chalk this little house on a piece of foam and cut it out to have almost like a 3D effect. So I cannot wait to try it. So I'm going to need your help. So this is the background color, is this ash gray color. So I need you to tell me and let me know in comments, what color do you think we should make our house? Maybe we just make it white. Maybe we just pop a color with our chalk paste. I don't know. Maybe we just do white, or maybe we pick one of these other color choices. That's what I have to choose from. If I was making this specifically for someone, I would probably do it in whatever color I knew their house was. My house, as I've told you all before, is a Carolina blue color. So I tend to go towards blues, and I even actually thought about painting this blue, but I probably will use this as a gift, or I'm gonna sell it. So I wanna make sure that I do it in a fairly, you know, and something that would work just about anywhere. Now what I just did was just took my little sanding block, and I just, as I've told you before, when you're working with wood, it's a good idea just to kind of rough it up a little bit, sand it, just to kind of make your wood ready to, it doesn't feel coated or anything, but just to make it ready for accepting the paint. And I do have one of my wonderful Chalk Couture paintbrushes. This actually came in a kit that we had last year that was a really cool round door sign. Round door signed kit that we had last year, and I love this. This is such a nice paintbrush. So we're going to use the nice paintbrush today. I don't always do that. Yesterday I think I just used whatever I had on hand. So we're going to use the nice one today, and I don't have a, I don't know if I should, but I don't have a apron on. I'm trying to decide, can I be not messy with paint? Hopefully. I don't want to get it on my shirt. All right, probably should put one on. I am going to actually be a little more professional today, and we're going to put our paint in a paint tray so that I can, instead of dipping it in the jar, which is what I've been doing. So how's your Saturday going, you guys? It's the weekend, hooray. I am looking out at a beautiful blue sky with white puffy clouds outside of my window. I love to be able to look out during the daytime. I like coming on during the daytime so I can look out and just enjoy the view, because it's just unobstructed, and I love to see that. It is still hot here in North Carolina, but it wasn't quite as hot today or humid. Well, it was still humid, but it didn't feel quite as hot. It only felt like 99, so that's sad, right? That feels cooler. That's actually feeling cooler. All right, let's go ahead and get this painted while I'm talking to y'all. So this is, I would say this is a very brown-based gray. It's not as cool. I don't know if it's showing up there on the, if you can tell or not on the camera, but it's got a lot of brown undertones. I usually go for blue undertone grays, but this one was one that I happened to get at our handy dandy Michael's. I'm pretty sure that's where I got it from, and I can't even remember. I bought it specifically for a project, and now I can't remember what that project was, but I have all this left over. And I actually just found out about a new chalk paint today that I've never tried, that I'm going to look at it and say, which color do I need to try? So I can have some more versatility for going forward. I do prefer using chalk paint or turning my chalk paste into chalk paint, because it dries so much faster if I'm doing a live. And I do have a lot of acrylic paints, but I just like the chalk paints. I like the look. So it's usually, if I go back there into my stash, I know you guys have seen me go into my paint stash before. It's just whatever paints I happen to have on hand or I've picked up. I do have some, you know, fall color ones I had gotten last year, so I have plenty of that left. So I gotta decide, because oh, I have such a hard time. I just want one of every color. That's my problem, is I want one of every color. I love color stuff. So tell me what you're doing with your first weekend in August. I'd love to hear. Mine is actually pretty low key. It's very quiet. My little buddy is not here today. My son and him are out doing fun things, so it's been very quiet all day. And hubby played a golf tournament this morning. He just now got home, so I'm sure he's napping because he's probably hot and tired. He's been gone most of the day. And then my youngest son, he and I did a little bit of stuff for his school year and coming up, but it's been kind of quiet. It's kind of weird. I'm not used to it being quiet in my house. It's usually pretty rowdy, you know, usually something going on. Looking forward to doing a project. I think you guys are gonna like this. And really, it doesn't take long. I can already see where a lot of this has already started drying. It really won't take long. I could have done this beforehand, but I really like sharing this process with you guys. So if you have any questions that I can answer them, that's what I'm here for. I just love sharing my joy and the joy it brings me of creating or being creative with you guys. I'm here to inspire, encourage, educate, or maybe just entertain. I don't know. To me, I am the only female in my house most of the time. I have a daughter, but she doesn't live at home anymore. She's graduated. She went away to college and then she graduated and then she stayed there. So I don't get to see her much. Her birthday is actually tomorrow, so this is an exciting weekend for us. We will not see her, but it's always a favorite weekend because it's her birthday. But, so I've always loved August for that reason. I don't love it for the kids going back to school because in North Carolina they go back to school in August. But I do love it for that reason. And my granddad's birthday used to be at the end of August, so that was always, he was one of my favorite people. So that was always special. But, otherwise, it's pretty low key around here. So tell me what you're doing with yours. I do have a busy weekend next weekend, so I got to figure out about my club project because I usually share it on a Saturday and I'm not going to be home. I'm going to be traveling and attending a bridal shower out of state. So I'd love to know what you guys are doing with your weekend. Hopefully you're getting the most out of the last parts or last month of summer. Official summer, I guess. In North Carolina, it stays feeling like summer through September, so we won't even start seeing cooler temps or at least lower humidity until at least October, I'm sure. But the whole reason I started that conversation was because since I am the only female here and I don't have any family that lives close by, I miss crafting with friends. So this is my way of coming on and crafting with friends. So feel free to always comment, answer questions, ask questions, just say hi. Love to know where you're watching. When you hop on, if you want to tell me where you're watching from, I'd love to hear. I will not embarrass you, I promise. If you're worried about being noticed, I want to acknowledge you, but I don't want to embarrass you, so. Before doing this, I never dreamed that I would be doing Facebook Lives, let alone, I usually didn't even post selfies on. So it's been quite a year of growth for me in that way. But when you have a business like I do, you have to get it out there, and to do that, you have to get your face on there. It's kind of hard. I'm not one of those people that, I love to teach as I'm doing things and tell you about what I'm doing. Again, we use chalk paint or my chalk paste turned into paint so that it will dry quicker. It dries very quickly. Most of this is already dry so that I can go ahead and do it all on the same project with you guys. Look, I have way too much. I was thinking I was going to have to add more because this wood was soaking it up, but I think, I don't know, we'll dry it and we'll see. I think, look at all that I still have left. That's why I don't pour it out usually. I think that one coat might be enough, but we'll dry it while we're trying it out, just to be sure. I'm going to just speed up anything that hasn't dried, and then that will show me whether I need another coat or not. But to me, it's much more fun to craft with friends, and I miss having Saturdays to craft with friends. A lot of times when my kids were growing up, Saturday mornings were the day, or most of Saturday. Sometimes Friday nights, sometimes all day Saturday, sometimes the whole weekend. Here or there, I would get to go scrapbooking with my sister, or sisters, and friends. And I miss doing that. So this is my way of being able to craft with you guys. And now I'm out of the phase of where, you know, we have sports on Saturday morning or practice or something like that, or dance or something that somebody has to do too. I'm out of that phase. So yeah. Let's try to come on and get some crafting done with you guys. And I don't know about you, but since it's so hot, I haven't been able to enjoy doing anything outside. I don't live on the water or have a pool in my backyard. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be on here. I would be doing that fun stuff. And I'd have to come on later, which I tend to do during the week. I do see some spots that we're going to probably need another coat. And that's completely up to you how dark you want it to be. And I'm not doing the sides. If you can notice, I'm not doing the sides. I may, not sure if I like it without the sides done. I may have to go back around here and do that. I know I'm going to get this all over my hands, y'all. I know I am. So let's see. Let's get a little bit. All right, where did I see? That spot definitely needed it. Don't know if we'll do the whole thing or if I'm just going to hit the spots that seem like they need a little more. And do one more coat, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to do one coat on the sides, just because I hate it when it's a little bit messy, but it doesn't cover it all the way. So we'll do one little coat on the sides just to knock off the contrast of the wood right off of it. But I definitely won't need to do more than one coat on the sides. So this is Ash Gray, and this brand is just Craft Smart. I can't remember, I might have even bought this color because it was on sale or clearance. And I needed a gray. I don't know why I can't remember what I needed the gray for. I needed it for something. This was a while ago. Probably might have even been last year. Can't remember. Now I love to come on and upcycle, and go out and find my own surfaces and fun things to put things on, put my transfers and projects on, but I have a lot of cool surfaces that this transfer would work perfectly on in my shop, my online shop as well, and that is available in my bio. You'll see the link, or if you click on the link I have in the description for the club, it will also take you to my website, and you can shop around and look there too. See if you see something you like under surfaces. I do use our surfaces as well sometimes for projects, but I've had this particular surface for a while and I was like, oh, that's going to be perfect for that. Let me try it. I've been seeing this as a sign for a while and I just didn't know, I hadn't come across the right transfer I wanted to put on it. So this one was perfect. This would look so cute on your front door or anywhere in your house, really. This doesn't even have to be on the front door. This would be perfect anywhere in your house. Okay, there we go. At least we got the edge so that it's not so natural wood looking. It's amazing how much the wood just kind of soaks it up. All right, let's go ahead and we'll do one more coat. Oh, of course I touched it. I have my handy dandy wipe. Always keep a wipe or a wet paper towel beside me to keep my hands clean. And I didn't have to water this down or anything. This is just normal chalk paint. If I was making my chalk paste into paint, I would just add some water to it. I can do that, but I don't usually, I don't do it a lot because I like using my chalk. Keep them as many options of colors for chalk paste as possible. So another idea, fun idea that I saw for this, I don't know if I'll do it, but a fun idea for this month's transfer that I saw is you could get a picture frame that has matting in it already, you know, where you can buy, or if you buy a piece of matting that you could use for a special picture. You could also just put either this section, the Home Sweet Home, or even just this section on the matting part of the on the inside of the picture frame, and customize your own picture. You know how you can find frames just about anywhere, and inexpensively, and with or without the matting. And instead of paying a lot of money for a picture frame that's already customized with a special saying, you can make your own. I like giving you guys ideas for ways to either make it so that it works with your decor or your style, your color scheme. That's why I got started in this. Or a way to do it cheaper, find it cheaper. Especially if you like doing a little bit of hands-on. I love doing hands-on. And this, I think it would have been fine with just one coat as well. So I'm sure you're seeing fall decor everywhere. I have not started doing any fall projects with you guys yet because I have a hard time doing it in August. It's so hot still. But I know that people are doing fall and Halloween. I have to decide when I'm going to start that. But I will tell you this, because I do have a hard time doing that part. I do not want to get it on this shirt. Really should probably put on a apron. I will tell you this though, next week I am going to do some back to school projects. So I will at least concede that, since I know some people have already gone back to school, or if not, they are planning to this month, just like we do in North Carolina. So I will be doing some back to school projects this week. And if you're a teacher, you're going to want to stay tuned. Or if you're someone who likes to give teacher gifts or sell some teacher decor, then you're going to want to pay attention, because I am going to do some fun projects next week. I need to brainstorm this weekend. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Sunday's my day of either catching up on my own personal projects or trying to work in the yard, or just have a little downtime where I can have a chance to kind of research and figure what I want to do creatively. So I do have a couple ideas, but I need to come up with a few more. I did some really cool projects last year, and I have those same transfers that I could pull out again because they're available again this year. But I bought a couple new ones that I can't wait to do projects with you guys. Really cute ideas. Okay, almost done, guys. This is the longest part of the whole process. Maybe I should have used a bigger paintbrush, huh? It wouldn't take as long. Okay, well, I used most of that. So I'm definitely going to help dry it. Go ahead and get this in here so it doesn't dry out. I can put it up. And then move this out of the way so I don't get it on myself. Okay. I'm still trying to decide what color. Now that you guys can see it on the board, I'll show you the colors again. The green really kind of pops out, but I don't know if that would be neutral enough for anybody. So here's the colors. Purple would be pretty. This really, well, I say purple, I guess it's kind of pink. It's like a light pink, a light purple. Or I could just stick with white. Or I could do something fun like green. Or I could do blue. So look at that and tell me what you think, guys. What color do you think would look good with that? If you see a color there, if I should just stick with the white, let me know. Okay, let's help dry this up. And we'll get moving on. Because we'll have to do this. We'll want to do this one before we do the next step. Oh, I unplugged you guys. I'm so sorry. Hang on. My cord got caught. I've been feeling like lately my extension cord is not long enough. There we go. There we go. Hang on. Let me get my light back on so you guys can see. Can you see okay? I hope you can. Now I could even change out this cord if I wanted to for something a little more. I do have a really fun, not sure where it is, black and white, kind of homey, farmhousey ribbon that I could do this with. What was I going to tell you else? Oh, and for this month, I don't know if you noticed it or not, but we have a special paste offering for this month only, where it is a beautiful purple shimmer, different than our shimmer plum. It's a lighter purple, and it would be perfect for a lot of the fall and Halloween and just year round for me because I love shimmer. It's a special paste that if you have a qualifying order of $90 or more, you will get a free, this size, which is 3-ounce jar of the new purple color paste. I don't have anything here that's like that color, but it's a beautiful color. I did post it on my page earlier this week when we found out about it. And if you're a club member, the added bonus is if you do a $90 order, you get the shimmer periwinkle. It's a periwinkle color. It's called Perry. I think it's just Perry. But you can also get a free, qualify as a club member for a free detail tool. No, detail tool. Sorry, that was a multi-purpose tool. This one. The one with the little squeegee on the end and the pointy thing I use. It helps you pick up transfers, but I also use it all the time for when I'm doing, when I have a mistake or little boo-boos that I want to clean up anything. This is almost dry. I want to make sure it's 100% dry because I'm going to sand it just a little bit and then add some wax to it, and then we're going to do our other color. I don't know. My instinct is to do color, but I'm thinking practically it would be better to do, practically it would be better to keep it neutral. So, let's see here. Find what I'm looking for. Nope, going too fast. Hang on a second, guys. Look at one other color thing to help me with this. I still can't wait. I have a project I want to share this week with you guys about using the glow in the dark. I haven't done it yet. I feel like this happens every time, y'all. I come on here, and then once I'm on here, I'm like, oh, I'm hungry. I should eat some lunch. I did not. Okay. Oh, I can't bring my line back up. Hang on. Keep hitting the same button. All right, I think that's probably dry enough. All right, guys, let's move on. Move on, move on. I think we'll do the white. Nobody's answering me, so I think we're gonna do the white, and maybe we'll just add a little hint of a pretty color on it, just to add a little bit of character. So then I have to decide, should I do a blue or should I do a green? Should I do blue or green, guys? Which color should I do for Stampin' On here? And then I'll have to do something lighter for the words, so it'll show up. So yeah, so we've got to decide. So I think we'll use the white for the piece of foam. And what I'm going to do before I do that is we're going to go ahead and sand this a little bit. Again, I'm just trying to make sure, I'm just distressing it a little, just to kind of give it a little interest. And if you don't like that, don't sand it. Don't have to. And I'm just going to go over it with a, it's kind of the edges maybe. Just stress it a little bit. Add some character to it. I know you're like, why did you just paint that all, Susan? You're gonna just do that. Because I want to add some character to it. So we're going to take my surface wax, and this is available in my shop. And you can see it's not 100% dry because I'm getting some gray. So that's why I'm using a paper towel instead of my little applicator this time. So I want to make sure I don't get any paint on it. So it probably wasn't 100% dry. Felt pretty dry. It's okay. We're fine. We're fine. So we're going to add a layer of wax on here just so that when we go to put our transfer on here, it doesn't try to pull up any paint, and it also kind of flattens it out, makes it kind of leveled, fills in any big gaps, hopefully, so that I don't get bleeding. Just buff it in, just a thin layer of wax and then buffing it. And hopefully I did really good and didn't get any paint on me. That is available in my shop if you need some. It's a great thing to have. Anything you do wood or painted, we suggest you wax to protect your transfers. Because remember, these are reusable silkscreen transfers, you guys. I think we can put this up. Get any standing stuff off there. These are reusable silkscreen transfers, you guys. So they will, they can be reused over and over again after you wash them. Okay, so I have used this once, but feeling green today. Shouldn't I say I have blue all on? I should probably do blue. Probably should do blue. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do shimmer splash and then do a lighter blue. Ooh, that might be pretty. We could do the ocean mist for the words. Sorry guys, I got my nose itching. Does that mean someone's talking about me? I can't remember. I hope not. Okay, let's take it right off that backer sheet. That is where it'll go back on once I have washed and dried it. So keep it protected. So I have used it before, so I'm only gonna fuzz it a little bit. So I wanna have good contact. It's self-adhesive. The stickiness comes back after you've washed it. Actually, let's do this. All right, I'm getting my ideas now, guys. I've changed it. We're not gonna do the green. We're gonna find my other shimmer that's in blue. My shimmer in blue. Oh, if I can find it. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. It's missing. Where is it? Where is it? One of these days, I'm gonna get up here and I'm gonna reorganize everything. I'm missing my favorite new shimmer blue. Where is it? It's called Shimmer Splash. Where are you? Nope. Where'd it go? It should be right here, unless I dropped it. Did I drop one last time, guys? Did I drop one and forget to pick it up? So I'm not seeing it. There it is. I'm trying to hide. I need to move these too. That'll help me. These are little ones that are in the way. In the way. Probably don't even need to keep them. I know you guys are like, what is she talking about? Just ignore me. I'm just talking to myself right now, basically. Okay, so I'm going to use Shimmer Splash. This is similar to your Moonlight Shimmer, but it has silver flakes instead of gold. So that's what I have that's close to it, and I think we're going to try that for the house because I think that'll be fun. So I am just going to position this on here using the most of the foam. I don't have to get it, you know, like perfectly centered or anything because I'm going to cut it out. So I just put the foam underneath it, right behind the section that I'm going to do. And then I'm putting this on here so that I don't pick up anything else. And I'm just going to press that part down. And you can do or not do this little vine up here. I'm going to do it. I think it's cute. We're going to keep it on there. And I did check that that transfer will fit. So if you can have an idea, this is what it's going to happen. We're going to do the words down here, and we're going to attach this up here. Fun. Okay, so I need a squeegee. One of my mini squeegees. I am so excited that they are now, because what I was doing before, they are now including a mini squeegee in your first order as a club member. Because otherwise you don't have anything to apply it with, and then I either have to tell you a trick of what you can use to apply it with, you have to order something, or I was sending my club members one as a thank you for joining the club. So I'm excited that they have now included that because I think it's an important piece. There are other ways to apply chalk paste than this, but I love it. So I'm just applying my shimmer splash. See the silver in there? So what I was trying to tell you is it has kind of bluish silver flecks. Whereas the Moonlight is a deeper blue. This is a little brighter. It's a deeper blue. You're going to love it. If you get the club and you get this little single packet, you won't be able to purchase it in single packets otherwise, but it will come with the club this month. We don't carry everything, every color we have of chalk paste in singles, only the most popular and well used, because it doesn't make sense cost-wise to manufacture something that's not going to get used a lot. Even though our chalk paste has a very long shelf life, it's still, as long as it's airtight, it still doesn't make sense. So they only do certain colors, and then they'll do runs like with this month's club. They're giving everybody a chance to try out the new Moonlight Shimmer to see if you'll like it. I'm sure I'm grabbing one because if it's a shimmer, I need it. I actually have a couple that are on their way out that I've got to grab that I haven't grabbed yet. Okay, so I'm just going to set that aside for right now. As you can see, you ready? This is the first time I've ever done this too, guys. I'm willing to be the guinea pig for you. We can all figure it out together. So we're just going to peel it. Oh my gosh, it looks fabulous on there. You guys look. How cute. Can you see that it's blue? Kind of looks darker, but it is a beautiful blue shimmer. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna move this here, try to be very careful. I'm gonna set this here. for a second. I'm gonna set this over to the side and let it start drying on its own, and we'll go ahead and do the other, the rest of the project. I love it. So cute. Oh, I'm so glad I grabbed that color. I think it's gonna be just a little hint of color that this project needs, because, you know, we just have to. I have to. Now I could do a coordinating ribbon. I could take off this twine or jute, and I could do a coordinating ribbon with it. Let me flip this around, guys, because you know I have to see it. I think it's still going to be neutral enough, even though I went with the blue. I think it's going to be neutral enough, and it would even classify maybe as farmhouse. All right, so I'm just going to line this up kind of in the middle. Try to make sure I have it straight. You know, that's the challenge for me. Always the challenge for me. If you need to measure, then please measure. I usually wing it, and sometimes I'm crooked and I'm off, but sometimes I'm not. So it's my little bit of excitement. Trying to see. I'm using my guides on here though, guys. I do cheat a little bit, so I am using those guides to see if I'm fairly straight. And then sometimes, actually, you know what? I have this little heart here, and the heart's probably the middle. Sometimes you have a little more part of the fabric transfer this way or a little bit more this way. It's not always centered exactly. So if you can find a centerpiece, something central, okay, that helps you, then do that. So I did find the dot and the heart are kind of probably in the center, so I'm using that as my guide. And then we're just gonna kind of, let's see, that looks too far over to me, guys. Maybe my wood isn't centered. And press it down. I'd already fuzzed it, so we're good. I'm just going to press this section down because I'm not doing that part. Around the silk screen, make sure you press firmly. I could make it even glow in the dark, you guys, if I wanted to, but I don't think this is a glow in the dark kind of thing. Let me see if this needs any. Looks a little thick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's thick. So, like I was saying, if your, as long as your chalk paste is sealed from the elements, from the air, it will stay a good consistency. You should be able to stir it. It shouldn't be thick. If it's too thick, it won't go through the silk screen. So I like to say it usually feels a little bit like frosting when you stir it. And if it doesn't, then you need to add some water to it. And if you add water, especially if you keep it in a jar, if it's just a single paste packet and it's dried out, you can just add regular water because you're not going to keep it. You're going to throw it out, whatever you're using. But if you have it in a jar, always use distilled water because you don't want to put any kind of microorganisms in there that would cause mold. I didn't realize I had used so much of this. I can tell it's one of my favorite colors. This Ocean Mist. It's a very, it's a cooler gray, bluish gray than this. It's going to be just a hint of blue in it, what I like to say. I think that's probably, let me see, I think that's a better consistency. So I just added distilled water to it. And you guys, if I ever miss any of your comments or questions, please feel free to either message me or put it in comments. I will always catch it after the live and come back and respond. I always respond to all of my comments. Right now anyway, if I ever get to the point where I have hundreds of them, I may not be able to, but I appreciate you commenting anyway. So instead of just putting that back in there, I'm just gonna kind of smear it. Just gonna kind of smear it. And then I'll put any extra back in here when I'm done. hopefully I added enough water. Let's see. Let's just see. Another squeegee. All right, here we go. Yeah, that feels fine. It should slide on there when you're putting it on. You're basically just putting it on and putting it off. Squeegeeing on and squeegeeing off. And as long as it glides, you know that it's thin enough. If it doesn't, if it's hard to go across it, then you know it probably did not have enough water. And once I'm done applying it, I will take off any extra and put it back in my jar. Just make sure you've covered all of your silkscreen area. And with chalk paste, you can go either direction, it's fine. With ink, we tell you to stay in one direction so that you're not pulling off or not manipulating it too much and take less chance of it bleeding. I'm gonna leave that there in case I need it again, and we're gonna do our favorite thing, peel and reveal, you guys. Let's see. That'll tell me too. If it's too thick, I won't get good, like right there. I need to redo. So let's go back over it just a little bit. I have a couple areas that the paste was too thick and it didn't go through. I'll just fix it. Just lay it right back down. Still not going through. I think it's stuck. If your paste is too thick and it clogs it, that's what happens. So actually what I might do, try it one more time. Also, add a little bit. I don't want to ruin it. If I do, I'll just take it all the way off and I'll wash it and do it again. Ooh, that S part there is still not picking it up. Come on. I may have to put that over there again, you guys, or touch it up with my little spots. Anyway, let's take this off. Let's take it off. I'm gonna lay this down till I can wash it. Let me spray it. I can tell even on the back side of the transfer, there was a couple places where it's like there. It shouldn't be. So I could wash the transfer and put it back on and add a little more. Or I can just, like I was showing you guys the other day with one of my little detail tools. This is actually part of the artist's toolkit. You can very easily touch up. Areas, or you could just wash the transfer and dry it, and then once this is dried, go back over it and apply again. Not everyone has the patience to do this, so if you don't, just wash your transfer, dry it, let the chalk paste dry. It takes about 5 minutes or so, and then put it back on and go back over it again with your chalk paste to fill in any little blanks. Completely up to you what you feel the most comfortable with. or how you like it to look. Some people would have left it and just said, you know what, I like it that way. I have to look at it from a distance sometimes. This spot here I'd like to fill in. That is totally because of my chalk paste, you guys. So should have watered it a little more. And I saw one other place. Now this one is a little tricky. This one's going to be a little tricky because it's very small. Ooh, I don't even know if I can do that one. I don't know. We'll see. I might go back over it. Anyway, I'll just add a little more water in there for next time. I am bad about cleaning my jars, and I scrape everything on the side, and I'm really bad about adding water to it. I didn't realize this one had gotten this way. I still love the color. I think it works great with this project. I'm just going to scrape along the sides of my jar. I do have a tool for this too, you guys. I'm just being lazy. See what I mean? I do that. I scrape it on the side like that. This tool, in case you have this one, this is our multi-purpose tool. That edge right there is for that. It's for these lips. You can tell I'm not using it. I'm going to add a little more water in there, and then I'm just going to let it sit, and then I'll stir it afterwards. Okay, let's get cleaned up. Let's get this dry, and let's cut out our cute little house. All right, guys, I can't decide if we need any kind of ribbon or embellishment, or if we're just going to put our little house on here and let it be. Okay. All right, that's better. I'm gonna let that, I'm just gonna set that to the side and let it dry on its own, I think, because this should be dry. Let's check it. Let's check it. Now our shimmers do take a little bit longer to dry. That feels dry, but I'm just gonna hit it real quick. Our shimmers do take a little bit longer to dry than our regular chalk paste, but not much. And now I'm gonna get my little tiny scissors. Oh, this is so pretty, you guys. Okay, now with this part, okay, I need to plug in my glue gun. With this part, you guys, get my glue gun because I will forget. I've already decided for my Christmas list, I am putting a cordless glue gun on there. Or maybe my birthday list, I don't know. My birthday comes beforehand, maybe. I'm gonna plug that in, so that's getting ready. With this, you cut out as much or as little detail as you want. So I'm just gonna take my little cute little scissors and I'm gonna leave a tiniest white border around my image. And I'm not gonna cut out every single little detail. Like first pass, I'm just gonna kinda do this around the outline. You definitely want to have a good pair of scissors for this, but foam is very easy to cut. I just want to leave a little tiniest amount of border because I'm not going to do every little piece. So if I leave a little bit of white border for all of it, then it won't look weird in some of the spots that I don't cut. Now, this is going to be inside, so I don't need to seal it, but if I was going to use this outdoors, I generally, with any of my projects, if I do them in chalk paste, if I think they're going to be outdoors or if I'm giving them away as a gift or I'm selling them, I always spray a clear coat sealant over it after I'm done with the project. just to protect it so that the chalk paste doesn't wear away eventually. But with it on its own, you don't have to. If you're just using it for decorative, you don't have to seal it. That's the cool thing about it. It dries hard to the touch, and then it's on there, especially on a surface like this. Now I did wax the surface, so that does help me a little bit of, gives me a little flexibility to be able to, like, if I had any smudges or something, I could clean it off usually pretty quick before the chalk dries, since I waxed it. But once it's on a permanent surface, you don't have to seal it unless it's going to be, you think, somehow exposed to the elements. So I'm definitely not going to cut around each one of those little leaves. I'm just going to kind of do a little border. Now I cannot take credit for this idea. I did see other designers do cutouts, and actually some of our designers actually have access to wooden cutouts. I do not. I could buy one, but I had this foam on hand, and it's a good substitute if you want to add like another dimension, like a third dimension, you know, to any of your projects. You can chalk on them anytime and make them pop out, like our butterflies or bugs, or this particular one, the cute little houses. What was last month? The strawberries. You could have done we could have done strawberries on that. I don't even have red. How do I not have red? There's primary colors there. I guess that kit did not come with red. But you could have even done, you could even do strawberries, fall leaves. You can make them, any of your transfers dimensional if they have these other elements on it. Christmas trees, reindeer, any of them on the foam. Cookies, you know, we have a cute, I don't know what we'll have this year because we won't know until September what the rest of the Christmas and winter transfers will be. We'll have another launch in the middle of September with more Christmas and winter. But in several years ago, we had the cutest, well, last year even, we had gingerbread guys, which I never even got a chance to do. But we also had cookies and like Christmas cookies. And you could do that on the brown foam and make that part of your project three-dimensional. So keep foam in mind. You can always do a wood cutout if you can find one, and there are some people that sell actual wood cutouts that go exactly with our transfers. And if you ever want access to that, just please send me a message. I can't talk about it here and I can't post a link, but within my VIP group or in a message, I can share with you sources where I get that, because I do buy things like that sometimes. Oh, I just messed up my section. Messed up my little section. So the paste will scrape off of the foam if you're not careful. So try to be careful. You might want to spray it if you're worried about that happening. I think the foam would be considered like a reusable surface. I think that you probably could wash it off and reuse it. So you may want to spray it. Let's see if I can get here. I have a hard time working with the bigger pieces. Usually I cut away the big pieces and get to the lower and then get into the detail, but I'm trying to save some time for you guys. You already had to watch paint dry, and now you're having to watch somebody cut. There we go. Okay, let's get those out of the way. Now, you know I'll save those because I may come up with something little, at least part of that. Just shape it up a little bit more. And then do around this guy. Look, isn't it cute, you guys? So remember that white, that background's gonna be whatever color foam you choose, but how cute is that? How cute is that? I just love adding unexpected elements. And I think this is ready to go, so. All right, and my glue gun's ready. I see the glue dripping, so we're good. So see, that's all we're gonna do. We're just gonna place it right on here. And how adorable is that gonna look? You ready? Let's do it. I'm gonna try to do a generous amount. Make sure, guys, because before it hardens. Oh, you guys, you know what I just thought about? Let me add a little bit more on here for my little vine. What I just thought about might be fun. Maybe I'll have to do that. I have to think about it, because I do like to show you guys how you can use the club transfers in other ways, like not necessarily for the project that it came with. Put that off there. Wouldn't it be fun? How cute, you guys? Now see, it kind of pulls that little tiny bit of blue. Little bit of blue. Can you see the hint of blue now? Now, we just got to decide. Do we keep the jute? Do we change it to a different ribbon? I'm going to look at my ribbons and see. Or do we put a bow on here? Or is this just perfect the way it is? But you know what would be fun? Is to not include this and not include any of that, and maybe do that and make it kind of like a haunted house. Just use that kind of like a haunted house cutout. Wouldn't that be fun? That would be cute, you guys. Actually, I think I got the haunted house, right? Did I get it? Oh, I want to get the haunted house. Did I not get it? I can't remember my transfers that I just got. I'm going to do the haunted house. There's a haunted house one. I can't remember if I got it. Haunted house one. We could even do those on foam and turn them into like a haunted house scene on a sign. Wouldn't that be cute? Anyway, this is the August Club transfer turned into a cute, sweet project. Wouldn't this be awesome for a newlyweds or for someone who just moved into a new home? If you're a realtor, this would be such a great gift to give out. I do also sell my finished products, so if you ever see anything that I'm making and you are someone who likes to purchase them, please just reach out to me. I'll be glad to share that information with you. And eventually I'm going to have a shop on here, shop link on here, if I can get the time to sit down and create it. But this is adorable. I love how that turned out. I love the colors. I love the gray with the blue. Yay, hooray. It's always so fun to create with you guys and share a project idea with you. I probably will find a different, I might find a different, I don't know. We'll see. I got to look through my stash, see what I have. Anyway, guys, that's the project for today. Thank you for letting me come into your world for just a little while. The link is in the description about the club in case you're interested in learning more about it. And if you have any questions about anything I used today, colors, anything like that, please just reach out to me and let me know, or ask in comments and I'll share it with you. Otherwise, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your weekend, great Saturday, and be safe, be happy, healthy, be blessed. All right, guys, I'll see you guys Monday. Lord willing, I'll be on here Monday with a fun project, and let's do some back to school, okay? Have a great weekend, guys. See ya.